I'm Andy Parkin, Managing Director of the Multi-Award Winning Speed Screed. I'm here today to talk about Pumped Screed Prices. We're often asked, how much is it? Can you give us a ballpark figure? I just need to know how much it is so I can see whether it's something I can put into my project or not. Now, it's not something that you can easily just come up with a figure because there are lots of variables in there, but I do appreciate that sometimes you just need a rough guide. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do today. First of all, you're looking at material costs. So material costs are going to be a big factor in there. The screed price varies throughout the country. So depending where your project is and the supplier is, that will affect the price. So how far you're away from the supplier. So in terms, if you're one radial away, the prices are going to be relatively on the lower side. If you're 25 radials away, then the prices are obviously going to go up. So that's one of the factors. The material costs for the supplier are also a big factor in. So the sand that goes into these products needs to be of a certain grading and certain quality, and sometimes that's not available locally. So that has to be shipped in from further away. So that's an additional cost that goes on to the price. Also, the binder, the anhydrite binder that goes into the product is generally milled by two companies in the UK. So depending where you're in relation to those suppliers of the binder, there could be additional costs to the ready-mix plant there. So you can get regional differences in the price of the materials. So one of the other factors that will come into play is how thick the screed is. So if you're looking at a 50mm screed, then it'll be a certain price. Or if you're turning around and saying, right, I want it as a 75mm, so a brick depth, then you're looking that's 50% more screed. So of course it pushes the price up. So the depth of the screed is going to have a big play in it. The other thing that you've got to look at is the size of the project. So with this liquid pump screed, you can cover areas up to 1,500, 2,000 square meters, depending on access, supply from the material suppliers. So if you're able to get 2,000 square meters in, you can appreciate the economies of scale are going to mean that the price comes down. If you're looking at smaller loads, then the price per square meter is going to be higher relative to the project. So that's something to bear in mind. You know, if a team can lay 1,500 square meters and yet the same team are going to lay 100 square meters, you can see that the division of labour into the square meterage is obviously going to push the price up for the smaller areas. So what is the figure? So what are you looking at? Really, if you're looking at the larger areas, the 1,500, 2,000 square meters, then you're looking at the lower price per square meter, and you're going to look around about £10 a square meter for that. If you're coming down to the other end and it's an average house, say at 100 square meters, then you're going to be looking at around about £16 per square meter. If it comes down below, again below the 100 square meters, then the price is going to go up. So if it was 50 square meters, you could be looking at 24, 25, 26 pounds a square meter, that kind of figure, because you're taking a delivery of the screed, but it won't be a full delivery. It'll be a part delivery. So the truck charges will still be the same. So the haulage fee costs will still be the same, but you're taking less material. So the cost per cubic meter effectively go up because of the part load carriage charges. So for the uncarried element of it. So I hope that gives you a bit of an idea as to where your project may lie and what the price is. To be certain of the price, it's always best just to check with us, and we can give you an accurate cost for the materials. Hope that's been of some use. Thank you.